Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Ripple Effect podcast. And today we have our very first guest, Sold. For a little description,
Hello.
for a little description about Sold, I did a little research on him. He has a TikTok account of over 140,000 followers, with a TikTok gaining over 3.5 million views from getting the attention of Mr. Beast, and 5,000 subscribers across all of his YouTube channels. All of the, well, how many do you have? Six, seven,
Uh, six
six?
public ones. Yeah.
That's not bad. Damn.
But that's a lot. I mean, you have more subs on basically all those. You know, more subs than me, Peyton, Liam. Oh yeah, Liam turned his lights off because he wants a formal introduction.
Do your dramatic entrance now.
All right, so because our first guest here, I wanted to dress as formally as possible. You know, no messing around here. I'm so glad to be on the podcast again.
You can't take that
Yo,
off.
it's
That
not bad
has to
idea.
stay on the rest of the episode. You can't take that
That's
off.
very fair.
Yeah, we can't just cut to you being it being off. Like it needs to stay on.
This is an integral part now. Yeah, you've officially cemented
I
everything.
really hope my dad doesn't watch this episode.
It's built into the lore of the podcast now.
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People are gonna be expecting that hat weekly now.
Yeah, man. You've ruined everything.
All right,
Your entire
that was
personality.
my time.
All
Taking
right,
it off.
so
No, okay,
Sold.
okay.
I wanted to ask you a couple questions just about your whole YouTube and your TikTok.
Okay.
What was your initial reaction as soon as you found out about that Mr. Beast TikTok blowing up?
Okay. So I posted the video. I was hoping for it to do well. I mean, I don't know how much you care, but I can break down all the little things I did to little things here and there. It was mainly just people following me and that follower interaction that skyrocketed due to the fact that people needed to follow to see the comment at the top of the comments section. That was basically it. But there's lots of other little things in there as well that just make it a higher quality video. But basically, I posted, I was like, I want this to get like 10K views. It's like, this is going to be a banger. I want at least that K, and I was hoping for maybe 20K. That was like my goal with that video.
And then,
And of course, now it's, I don't know what it's at now. Over 3 million something.
yeah, I checked
No.
today. It's at
That is
3.5
crazy.
million.
Can I
Yeah.
can I say something additionally? It has nothing to do with this. I just chucked my bottle and it landed in my backpack. I should be commended for this.
I see.
That's worth at least 1 million views.
Exactly, bro.
Clearly.
Yeah, so, but before, from my knowledge, before you've done any of the TikToks or the Minecraft videos, you did Nitrotype with people like Dark, S7Y7, YT, and all of them. What made you start doing videos on Nitrotype?
Okay. So, you may be slightly mixed up. I was doing Fortnite videos originally.
Whoops.
Fortnite to
Well, I
Nitrotype. What the turn of a century.
I know. Well, that's like the generation of content creators I was inspired by. Like, believe it or not, Ali.
Christ, it hurts to call
Massive
that.
inspiration.
It hurts to call that a generation now, and you're not wrong, but it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, oof.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go cry away my sorrows.
Yeah.
You could at
Well,
least
I've been
cry
referring
into the
to
cool ass
that.
Doom mug.
I've been referring to it as that just because I feel like a lot of the people now are inspired by like Dream SMP era streamers.
Mid SMP.
Maybe one day. I don't. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but that's my like. Yeah, so I just started calling it like what are the Fortnite inspired people like Allier, Laserbeam, Lachlan, whatever you want to call it. Those people. And so I was inspired by that group of people. Also Pokemon channels, but they're kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
They
So
may
I
be
made a bunch of
irrelevant, but
Fortnite
they hold a
content.
special place in my heart.
Exactly. And then I uploaded a Nitrotype video just along with the Fortnite videos, and I was like, oh, this is great. You took the hat off. Darn it. What?
Liam, get it back on. You can't just do this. You have to put it back on for the rest of the episode. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even notice. Thank you.
I'm now a slave.
The hat
So-
is you now.
Did you make a majority of the people you know online through YouTube through Nitrotype? Or like with that specific community?
Yeah, probably. It's definitely my strongest knit community, even over whatever like TikTok, which has like 150,000 followers now. It's like
Yeah.
Nitrotype. Literally, there's still the people that have my back, where I could like upload something on that YouTube channel and get like it wouldn't completely like for that YouTube channel. It's at like I forget all my stats.
Like almost 3,000.
Yeah,
Like almost 3,000.
yeah. Well, I can like upload any video and it'll get a few hundred views, which I find is nice. Versus on TikTok, if I it doesn't matter what particularly it is. I just have a more like loyally returning fan base on Nitrotype. Originally, again, it was on the gaming channel. I created my own separate channel just for Nitrotype because I honestly, it's not a good like Fortnite content and Nitrotype content on the same channel.
That's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work.
No.
That's like my channel. There's not any consistency.
I will say,
Yeah.
having a audience that's willing to return to anything you make is probably like the best thing you can wish for as a content creator. God, I wish that were me.
Also, I get
What are you
idolized.
talking about, bro?
Bro, do you really want to see my returning subscriber metrics? Because they're not good.
Okay.
We're not going into that because it's just not worth it. But
Can I have some
So-
Dr. Pepper?
it's Coke.
So who did you meet first in the community? Is it anyone that we would know, or at least I would?
I'm gonna say Ace Typer, actually.
I
Because
know who that.
yeah, they were at like 100 subs and they came into my comment section. They didn't even have a logo. They had like the Nitrotype logo as their profile picture, right? And they're like, yo, I make Nitrotype content as well. We should help, like, we should collab or something. Which now, at the time, I realized that was kind of a clear method of self-promotion. Like, the whole, like, hey, I make this content too.
Hey!
In the other person's comment section, and I was like, oh, this is cool, because at the time I didn't know anything about Nitrotype YouTube, and there was like, there's someone with 100 subs that's doing Nitrotype content. I didn't even think that was possible. I didn't know the game had any type of community at all whatsoever. Like 100 people, I was like, whoa, that's more than I thought there was. And then I found some guy at the time, Penguin Typer, had like 1,000, and I was like, this is crazy.
That's quite the fucking forgot the word I was gonna describe. Oh, fuck, damn. That's quite the drastic change in
Jurassic.
subscriber count.
I think the word you're looking for is
Oh.
drastic.
That word.
So
I'm very smart.
I'm going to ask you this. I don't know how many people from the Nitrotype community will actually see this. Do you think the community is currently at a downfall, judging by all the big creators from the community leaving, such as Tendons?
Okay, that's a little tough. In terms of Nitrotype YouTube, maybe on the downfall. Nitrotype itself, it's Nitrotype. Like, in terms of, like, actual fan base strength originally, like, what is, like, well, it's the official Discord server. It's not official, but it's the actual, like, the admins used to be in it, and it's as official as you're gonna get without Nitrotype, like, promoting Discord, right? It has what is it, like, I have like 5,000 people in it? I don't know. Like, it's not all that big. And in terms of actual Nitrotype players, like, numbers, I think it, like, peaked in, like, the Christmas of 2018, technically, like, if you go to Google Trends and search up Nitrotype. But honestly, it's just going to appear in teachers' curriculums every year. So, like, it's going to continue to down during the summer, go up during the school year, and it's going to be a new wave of people every time. And so it's not really like it's falling or rising, really, because it follows, like, this very pattern every single time. And in terms of community, it's just how many people join it.
Yeah, that's what I've seen, is that a lot of people, like, you know, not Darks in particular, but people he knows, like, he had that Nitrotype podcast you were on with him a little while ago. It, like, Tendons left. I know there was another big guy in the community who left. I don't remember his name.
There's been plenty of people that have left, like, in the last year. There's, like, a lot, or I'm like, or they just stopped uploading. I haven't. I haven't uploaded in 14 days. That is personal reasons, which I will not be talking about.
No.
14
No, that's
days
actually
being
really
a
bad for me.
thing. I mean, it is bad for algorithm, but I'm hearing that. Well, I think I'm at a month or two gap between videos at this point.
I don't even want to talk about mine either.
I would
End of
kill
era,
to
end of era Win9X.
not happening anytime soon. I have a series on my channel which is basically going over like the history of something that is no longer a thing, and it's called End of an Era, and that's where that joke comes from. But yeah, I would kill to have a consistent upload schedule that well, but videos take a shitload of time to work on, which leads me to a question. What's your editing workflow? What's your video workflow look like? Do you have someone doing it for you? Do you do it yourself? Tell me about it.
I do it all myself, which ends up in a terrible workflow when you're trying to manage 6 channels.
Yeah, I can imagine. That sounds
It's
terrible.
garbage.
Wait,
So-
did I miss that? Did I miss that part? You have 6 channels.
Yeah, he said it at the start. He has 6 channels.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, that's impressive.
They are all in a constant state of reorganization. I've come to this realization just because, like, I'm gonna change some of them around again. Okay, I'll do a quick rundown. We have my main channel. I call it the main channel, not because it's the most subscribers, not because it's the oldest, not because, like, really any particular. It's just the IRL content channel, so it makes sense for it to be the main channel in quotes. It has like 100 subs. It's one of the smallest actually,
Wow.
and it like
I believe it is the smallest. Let me look. Second, but yeah.
it's like just whatever vlog channels. And now I've been in a my cat is never it's a shoebox. It's fine. My cat just started ripping up a shoebox and I was like, oh gosh.
Oh no.
Anyway, it's fine. It's a shoebox. I call it like IRL content being separated onto a different channel is completely based on like what your channel is. Like you might not want to separate it. Is that a voice? Anyway, you might want to separate it. It's completely dependent on your thing. I just kind of put it on a separate channel because it looks nicer. And then we have whatever the gaming channel, which is a channel I actively trying to revive after switching from Fortnite to not uploading to Minecraft. That upload, it's just like that is a very unstable channel. But I would mention newer algorithm stuff is it doesn't really matter anything about the channel anymore. It's just whatever people engage with that specific video. And YouTube's been taking a lot more time recently into making videos that it doesn't matter if your subscriber base likes it, they'll still eventually find the right audience, or at least they say they will. So generally, if you're making a good video, it doesn't particularly matter who your subscribers are, or it's just supposed to not to. So
Right.
hopefully that will be
Be
revived at some point if I recover that upload schedule a little bit. The channel's on there. It's a much bigger pool. Like I'm a much smaller fish in a bigger pond in the Minecraft space.
Yeah,
like a
the
much smaller fish.
The Minecraft space is probably the biggest like gaming subset on YouTube, if you were to ask me. There is a shitload of competition there, so
that's
impressed.
actually why my Nitrotype channel is the biggest, I would say, is because I made what the heck?
Ian, you son of a bitch. Okay, so everything gets messed up now.
Uh-oh.
I had a nice layout and everything. I can fix it. Please keep talking. I'm doing it right now. It'll be in the recording. It's all right.
I'm only joining for a little bit. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well.
Well, then you don't get a label. How about that? All right. Well, you can continue. Sorry.
No, just
Okay.
label him as fuckface.
I'm not adding a label. So.
As the Nitrotype channel is the biggest because I'm a much bigger fish in a smaller pond now. Well, just because it's like a lot less competition, I came in there with, at the time, I don't mean to like slam any other creators in the space, but I came from Fortnite where I was ripping off Fortnite thumbnails, like of other people just following trend thumbnails, you know how it is, and moved that to Nitrotype, and now I've adjusted it since, but originally all the Nitrotype thumbnails were like highly like Fortnite-esque feeling, like they had the little like red tag with the white outline to say things.
Yeah.
Did they have like a random guy just going?
No, actually, because
so
I had
you didn't even do the thumbnail face?
Well, now I do the thumbnail.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
should
right.
see. He has a one of my favorite thumbnails I think I've ever seen is the one. What's the guy's restaurant you went to go eat at?
Oh, the Matthew Bean thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah, you like with like the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't fix the lighting on that one. Sorry, that's completely random and no one knows what I'm talking about. But I was working so the lighting wasn't matching anyway.
Yeah.
When I made that thumbnail.
Thumbnails aren't art I will never master. So.
I think it's fair to say I've mastered thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have no knowledge about your thumbnails.
Yeah, that's
Mine
fair.
aren't that good.
Yeah. Circling back to the. Are you still? Never mind. Sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say again, like, the Nitrotype YouTube at the time didn't really even do thumbnails a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So any thumbnail I came in there with, actually, I had quite a few videos, like, especially my earlier videos where I was posting mainly just for views. Now I kind of just post what I care about as much or specific things or what I... Before I was, again, posting just for views, so there's tons of things that were, like, rough as heck, and a lot of videos that are privatized now.
The classic.
No, there was just a lot of, Fortnite, community of very high clickbait. Moving into Nitrotype was...
Where that doesn't really
There was
work.
a lot of clickbait that I just straight up privatized on the channel. But, I mean, the videos got thousands of views, but I was like, nah, this is just... Some of these are just way, like, huge exaggerations. And so, yeah, a lot of those were removed, but I, like, had a lot of videos do pretty well because of those things. Just any editing at all.
Probably gets you a
Was
couple
massive.
hundred, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So one thing that I definitely wanted to get into was the face reveal you did because you originally never showed your face.
Mhm.
You had the little drawing. Did you make that?
Yeah, I did actually draw that. And that
Oh.
was, fun fact, traced from me. Like, the whole... I wanted it to be as realistic to me as possible. I didn't like people who would, like... Or I didn't feel like it was... I felt deceived. Nowadays I get it, but at the time, when I was a younger creator, or whatever you want to call it, I, like, saw these creators and their little avatar, and I was like, oh, that's such a fun avatar. Then they do a face reveal, and they'd be like a Discord mod. No, like,
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the heck
Like
is this?
Dream?
So, yeah, well,
Walt
why did I
Jr.?
just say, like, yeah? No, Dream is like...
Dream
Like-
just looks like exactly what you would
Yeah.
expect him to look like.
He looks like Walter
like a normal
White.
guy.
He
Yeah,
looks
that's-
like
I saw that on Twitter, yeah.
He looks just like Walt Jr. It's kind of uncanny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
But
you,
also you just gotta remember, like everyone expected, and like I think he overhyped it. Honestly, he just looks like
Oh,
a
by
Some,
far.
Yeah.
There was
I
some
actually
girl
did
in my
enjoy that.
class who there was some girl in my class who was freaking out. I was like, he's not hot, he's ugly. I'm gonna go
He's
on
not
a
even
Twitter
that
rant about it."
unattractive. I'm sorry. I think he looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, just like I just said, he
He looks like a human being.
He looks
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
not gonna lie,
Okay,
he
that's
looks
the
like a guy
next
from
episode.
Yeah,
Or-
they were just... They looked so... I actually quite enjoy... Like, in terms of face reveals, as far as they go, I thought, hey, that face reveal was, like,
was
a
neat.
face. Like, it wasn't, like...
I liked
haven't
liked
even
how
watched
he
it.
like
I just-
before he uploaded it publicly, he showed it to a bunch of like other YouTubers, and it seemed like he pulled out of a hat.
That was good. I was gonna do something similar originally. I was gonna, like, send a picture, like, before the... I face revealed in a live stream for Traction, and...
I can feel that one.
yeah. And so... What just happened
Are-
with this...
Thanks, Ribby. Don't do that.
Sorry, I had to do
Okay.
something.
Anyway, but I was like, I was originally, did I? I forget if I did, but I was gonna DM people pictures of my face. I don't think I ended up doing it, but I was originally gonna face reveal to close friends first, just because that feels like a nice thing to do,
Yeah.
especially because it's not like they're gonna leak it like 5 minutes before, or it doesn't matter if they do.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they did do that?
I think I just
Like,
straight
5
up
seconds later, your
forgot.
face
Like,
got leaked.
I was gonna do it, and it just slipped my mind.
So when you did your face reveal, what made you like feel like okay, now it's time? Like, were you thinking that people wanted to see it, or were people asking to see your face, or?
That was all me, actually. I'm still very much... Okay. I could do a lot more to do this, but I'm big into cybersecurity, like, or I know a lot. Like,
Yeah.
one of those people with the power to do a lot of harm on the internet. Like, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Interwebs?
There
I
are
know, like, a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, there are some certain skills that can be very helpful, but are also extremely not very cool.
Yeah. But anyway, I was, like, I knew a lot about cybersecurity, so I was like, I shouldn't do a face reveal for security reasons. But then, on the other hand, content thumbnail faces, and it does make thumbnails so much easier because now I just paste the same face, throw an image in the background, and then maybe mess around with a little bit. Like,
Yeah, it's so much easier
it's
than
an
going
easy
from
format.
scratch.
Yeah, definitely. And or especially when you have a more consistent thing too. It's not like you're coming up with a new one every single time. Technically, I think there's places where it'd be more algorithmically liable to use a different thumbnail, but
Yeah.
I don't because I feel like just uploading is fine. And in terms of Nitrotype competition, yeah, there isn't all that much.
There we go.
So
You
at
hear
the
me?
face reveal,
Yes.
oh yeah, I didn't know you were gone. But yeah, I was just like, I've been wanting to do a face reveal for like a long time. Like I'd wanted to use my face in content in case, like, for example, I like vlogs or just like content with the face cam. There's a million things.
Alright, everything got screwed up. Robbie needs to turn his camera on pretty... Okay, we're gonna just fix this quick. Yeah.
Should I keep talking? Or...
Yes, yeah, I shouldn't have done this in OBS. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea. But you know what?
I am back.
It is too late. So go ahead, sorry.
The squid. Where is it?
Damn
Adding that to the logo.
No.
God.
Where'd my
But yeah.
cheese go?
I
Yeah.
had been wanting to do a face reveal for a while, and just for security reasons, I hadn't done one. And then I was like, finally, was like, sure. Like, it's not like there was anybody particular. I mean, people asked for the face reveal, but it was like more in fun, like, oh, when are you gonna do a face reveal?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
they weren't like serious about it.
it wasn't a necessity. Nobody was asking for it. I just been wanting to do it for a while, and I was like, okay, well, might as well. Like, I mean, like, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's not like.
For a while, I was pretty apprehensive about showing my face often in my like actual content I uploaded, and my editing style was very rough in that it started to make more sense as it went on for me to use my face because instead it was black screen filler because I didn't have any footage to use in the videos I make, which is basically like a short form video essay kind of thing. A lot of pictures, a lot of music stitched together. So in between that, I started to realize that if I didn't use my face, it was a black screen, and people were starting to complain the black screen looked bad, which it did. So I decided I'd just suck it up and start using my face in videos, and I think it turned out really well. But yeah,
face cams, it's so much easier in terms of editing. I think the recommendation, well, it's not like a recommendation, take this with a grain of salt, but like it was either the Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations that like broke down how they made it, and they're like, something on screen has to happen every 3 seconds. I know all the algorithm tips, but I don't exactly do them. It's a lot of work.
Trying to seed your content for algorithm clicks just kind of it's a lot of work, and in my opinion it kind of takes away from what you're doing if you're you're basically only making a video to boost your algorithm, which there's a place for that. Don't get me wrong.
You see,
I agree with that.
I don't do any of that. I just, whenever I make a video, I just do whatever I feel like, and if it works out, it works out. Like, I should probably, like, I don't know. I guess I should just always keep in the back of my brain, like, what works with the algorithm. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So, with, the TikToks, they're like going crazy. Are you still making TikToks often, or are you like once in a while?
TikToks are interesting situation because by far they're the most successful, obviously. However, I don't make money. In fact, the only thing I'm actually getting paid out from right now is Nitrotype YouTube videos. It's like they own it's a monetized YouTube channel, and
like,
that's literally my only form of income.
What's the
Twitch,
bar? Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's the bar for a TikTok, like, to start getting paid out for what you're doing? Is there a revenue share system like YouTube or Twitch, or is it just...
It's kind of garbage, actually. Well, first of all, it is garbage. Like, it's paid way less. But what is the main thing is the fact that I am not 18 yet. I still have to wait a bunch more months, and you can't be monetized on TikTok if you're under the age of 18. Now,
Wait,
YouTube has the thing where like your parent or guardian can do AdSense for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
they technically have to own the AdSense account, so like your parent or guardian can own the AdSense account, and then you just link that to your YouTube channel, and they get paid through them, right?
Yeah.
TikTok has nothing like that. You just straight up can't be paid unless you're 18. I hit that barrier for like everything else on TikTok, like whatever it is. Like you have to have like 1,000 followers on TikTok, and there's like
I don't even know how many views or something, probably.
Yeah, but it's easy. I hit it like it's not all that hard.
And I get it's because they want to cover their asses legally, but with TikTok having a very, very large subset of its creator base being under 18, I feel like a parent ad account would make sense, you know? It's just kind of weird to me. So yeah, I had no idea it was like that strict with 18, because I knew with AdSense you could like use the Guardian thing to finagle it. Yeah, that is definitely very interesting. Thank you for enlightening me.
So I mean, if you're like wanting to make money on TikTok, like set it up under a parent's name or something, I guess like,
yeah. Cover your
or
ass.
just say you're 18, but that's never a good thing, because then when you start getting into legal stuff such as payment, it can sometimes get awkward.
Oh, I'm 65.
You can tell by the squid hat.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it really shows my age.
So with the servers I'm in with you on Discord, right? I noticed in like the content areas you put in your Twitch streams. Do you enjoy streaming on Twitch a lot? Because it seems like you do that very often.
Yeah, Twitch is an interesting thing. Obviously, Twitch is a garbage fire.
Oh yes, I can go on for hours
like my hat.
about that.
I
I
have done that.
Yeah, it is.
It's just behind YouTube in terms of the
Everything.
UI, and that's really it.
Just
like,
last episode, I talked about the friggin' 50-50 creator platform split, with their cited reason being server costs while being owned by Amazon.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, we were making fun about that.
I don't think that's unjustified. I think they're like,
well, they're hemorrhaging creators. Like, no one is streaming on Twitch anymore for a multitude of reasons.
What is? I just seem like dipping the squid into the
No, I want to take a sip and my fucking hat dipped into the drink.
I didn't even notice that. I was too focused on
Neither did I.
Twitch. Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, obviously, it seems like whenever YouTube's new update goes out, I might switch to YouTube live streaming, but like Twitch is better in UI, and that's basically it right now, which means it was like a better viewer experience. Also, I'm in a more unique scenario because I have 6 channels on YouTube. And so, but it's way easier. Like if you want to watch live streams, follow the Twitch. Otherwise, I can't otherwise I'm streaming on 6 different places individually. It doesn't
that's
make
a dumpster
sense.
fire.
Yeah,
Also,
that is not good. I mean, even if I'm only streaming like whatever I want to do an IRL stream, I put it on the vlog channel. I want to do a gaming stream, put it on the gaming channel, and then like what I want to do like Nitrotype stream, I go move over to the Nitrotype. Like it's now, to be fair, the other 3 channels are definitely second priorities to that. Like in terms of upload schedules, it's just whenever I want to. One of which is actually a, like video documentary, when you call it like 9-minute show analysis. But anyway, I just thought of that because you were saying that. And I definitely want to do more of that. I changed it recently to like, I want it to be like a shorts IRL channel, but I've recently made the decision to move shorts over to main channels. Just actually, fun fact, this is an absolute hectic dumpster fire, but I'm uploading all my already made, well, technically they were uploaded on the second channel, but TikToks onto the main YouTube channel. So it's a re-upload mess, but I think it's fine because people repost shorts all the time anyways.
YouTube Shorts is YouTube Shorts is 99% TikTok reposts anyway, so you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Shorts
Like
is just a weird
I know
thing.
I'm definitely fine, but I just wanted all my content to be on one channel, so I re-uploaded all of it, and it's probably gonna find a completely different audience anyway. So,
Yeah.
So your first, how long? I have two questions, and then
mhm.
you can answer both to be cool. How long have you been doing YouTube? And if you remember, what was the first ever video you filmed?
We've been jumping all over the place.
I
today.
know exactly. This is okay. So I'm a disappointment. I've been doing this for 4 years now. Oh wait, I can actually pull up my first ever video. This thing is rough.
Very rough.
Oh yeah, it's not that.
Was
It's
it? Was
okay.
it?
I didn't have screen recording at the time. I had my Nintendo Switch and my phone. Uh,
Oh,
you can imagine where that's going.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I used to.
Can I filter by oldest to newest, or am I gonna have to scroll through like?
I think if anything, you can do that
They
on
took
Creator.
that out.
No, you can
Didn't
do
they
it in
take that out?
you can do it in YouTube Studio on your own.
I'm in
videos.
I think
YouTube
it's
Studio right now.
I think it's dumb that they kept it in Studio, but you can't do it on YouTube anymore. Where like you can filter.
If it's
from
even in
oldest to-
Studio, I might honestly just be wrong.
I only have like about 300 videos to scroll through on here, so it's
Yeah, it's
fine.
only a couple.
Goddamn.
Which channel was
We're almost there. The thumbnails have started using impact font.
which channel is it on?
Sold to gaming. It's private, actually.
You
It's a private video.
Oh, okay.
It's not public because I
People can't
privated
even
it
see
for
it.
face reasons because I'm dumb, and when I started out, I just straight up had my reflection in the the Switch screen.
Every time Ribby turns the camera off, I have to change all of the labels. Stop doing that. All right.
Okay, we got it pulled up.
My first video
this
was
is cringe. Okay.
Virtual Boy.
We need some context. I used to go by Travis the Boss, which is a great start to things.
That is a
Second of all,
fantastic movie.
keep in mind
Sorry,
I was
hear
inspired
me?
by Ali A.
Yes.
Womp, womp, womp.
Now, if you're gonna like stream it on Discord, please note I have to do a bunch of shit because I'm the one recording
Okay.
like on OBS.
Do you want me to
I
pull
would
it up?
not.
Now we know
I would
Soul's
not.
real name.
I would not recommend doing that. It's gonna take me
Okay,
a
I'm not gonna
shitload of
pull it
time.
up.
But
You
you
should
just
Just play
describe it,
audio of it.
or you could just.
Okay,
that
so
also
we've
works,
got the
yeah.
Nintendo Switch screen. We've got my character. We've got the phone way backed out, and it's me covering Dusty Divot in Fortnite. Like the location, I just covered it in materials, and I thought this was a genius video
I
idea.
That
do
is-
that all the time.
It got 56 views before it was privatized.
Wow, you did not. Did you privatize it like recently, as in like past couple of years, or was it privatized?
Yeah,
like...
past couple of years. So it was up for a year, two, I want to say.
All right, Ribby just
We've lost our main host.
we're all main hosts here.
All right, we're gonna have to fight to see who's.
And
Oh,
he's back again. I am getting sick of this.
It's being lived.
I'm sorry. I'm never doing it in OBS again. So, yeah, this is.
Can you guys
this is
hear me
it.
now?
Yes, we can. We were able to hear you before. All right, but yeah, unlisted after like couple years, with only getting 56 views. That checks out for a hand cam Switch gameplay video.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we all started off like that, you know.
I can't even remember my first. I don't even remember my first video. I just remember it had something to do with Terraria versus. Oh, that's what it was. I was when I was I think 10. I just stole my brother's phone and started going on a rant about how Minecraft was a better game of Terraria out of rage of me dying.
I mean, in some ways you're
Those
not
are fine
wrong. In
words.
other ways,
I died to the Eye of Cthulhu and I got so mad that I went on a tangent about it.
How could I die to him? He's on the box. He has to be easy.
this is why
But
my
Minecraft is better anyway.
But yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
What was the other question you had, Robbie?
Yeah, I
First
forgot
video.
what
Besides that, it was how long you been doing YouTube for? You said 4 years.
Mm-hmm. So you can
Yeah.
debate that success with. I mean,
I've been
I
doing
think
it
my main
for-
problem is
Like 6 consistently.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's
Not at
definitely
all.
not bad.
Has it been successful enough to make that seem impressive? No, I'm at 275 subscribers right now, which is a lot for me, but that's over 6 years of grind. So
Yeah, I'm personally in a little bit of the same boat. I mean, my upload schedule, it's just whatever. 1,700 subscribers is I'm fully grateful for, and I'm happy about it. But I'm like, 4 years, man, of my life.
yeah, that's
Like, that's
it starts to
4
catch
years?
up to you. Yeah.
mhm.
That's when you realize you've been doing YouTube for long enough that you could just literally say that you have something to prove, but nothing to like show for.
Show
Because like
for it.
I say, like a short-term time
Mhm.
on YouTube is like 2 years, and you see some of these channels and they just blow up. Then you see other channels where it's like they've been doing YouTube for 10 years and they only have like
Yeah.
small numbers. It's
Yeah,
like
they have like a couple thousand subscribers, and like they're very devoted, but it is not a like large reaching channel. And once again, that's the best kind of YouTube video, if you ask me, because you can tell they have a
Exactly.
passion for what they're making, and
exactly.
that is
Yeah.
you want to watch a video that you can tell someone wanted to make. If it feels like it's forced, it's not going to be something you want to watch, and that's kind of been my philosophy with making videos.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I don't like when YouTubers do these long game series that they just don't like, and then they shit on the game all the
Well,
time.
those don't even work anymore. The
That's
only
like-
person who's
that's
done
like-
a series recently that's actually worked is like Ryan Trahan, or I think that's how you
That's just
pronounce
like
the last name.
that's like AVGN levels of content, and I mean that man peaked. No, all due respect to the Angry Video Game Nerd, fantastic content, but it's like the people who watch it are people who watched it 10 years ago when that kind of video was popular. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there was like peak Game Grumps, that was peak, obviously AVGN. Everyone was trying to be negative about video games. And it's like, looking back on it, it's like, why did anybody like watching this? I don't want to just like hear some dude be like, I fucking hate this game over and over again, you know?
This game is shit and it
Yeah.
deserves to die. Like, dude, really?
You guys
Like-
really like to curse.
Like there is a
I'll
difference
bleep it,
between
it's not that big a
actually, there is actually a difference between shitting on a game that everyone knows is bad and shitting on a game that you just don't like but everyone else seems to like around you.
Now, I do actually want to segue this into just like a general discussion. Because it's a big YouTube, or this is like a big YouTube focused discussion, I wanted to do. Okay, I can't, I'm not good at preamble for this. I am not a great podcast host. YouTube tropes. Favorite, least favorite. Shit like the. I'm basically basing this off of like gaming YouTubers from like a few years back. The evil clone makes me want to just die. Like, people
Yeah.
who would have, like, an evil clone of themselves, like, you have to review Sonic the Hedgehog on the Xbox 360. No, that game's bad, you know. Some, like, spin on their, like, name, like, an evil, like, YouTuber clone is probably my least favorite, like, YouTube trope, just period. It's
Yeah.
You mean,
overdone.
like, as a joke?
Well,
Like,
yes.
like just a segue into something?
It's a cheap segue, and I'm just, like, a lot of YouTubers did it, so I'm just, like, I was curious
Yeah.
what other people thought was, like, their favorite, least favorite, like, method of segue. I don't know.
I never, like, gave a
Yeah,
crap.
When
I guess
like
I just
clone
think
thing.
about shit too much.
I'm not gonna lie, Peyton. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate when I'm not gonna say hate because it's a strong word. There's a very strong disliking when I just see a YouTuber who ends up having just a completely opposite and just like an anti version of themselves. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's a cop out that was funny 10 years ago.
It's funny.
You're not
no,
gonna like.
funny,
go back
they're
in
funny
that.
games, like
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not.
Mhm.
It isn't. It's not that it isn't popularized. Like certain YouTubers, I guess, do it still. It's better when you do it at like a certain time of year. So, like for example, Jacksepticeye, and I'm gonna bring his name up. He does it. He did it at like Halloween and shit and stuff like that. That makes sense. However, it doesn't make sense when you just do it randomly throughout the year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
To
That
be
was,
honest, I don't even really like skits in general, like a whole transition skits. I feel like they're, I don't know, there's certain circumstances where I think they're funny if there's like actually a point to them or whatever they communicate certain messages in it. But otherwise, I feel like just skits at whatever the beginning of videos, first of all, I think they're kind of bad for retention. Second of all, it's like, I don't know. It feels like stalling, like in its
Yeah, I can
truest
see that.
form. Like any time of skits in the beginning, where they're like, whatever you have the 2 people, and you're like, oh, you know, like
Yeah. I like
just
I
any
mean,
of that in general.
Yeah, for sure. If it's at the
So
start
some
of
of
the
the
video,
funniest things about them. So some of the funniest things about them, though, you can't lie, are the names they give. You know, like Win9X would be like lose 1Y, or like
macOS
Sold
9.
will just be like on clearance.
What would
Yeah.
I be?
Or like Sold will be on clearance. You know, you would be like Godzilla's Destroyman. I don't know.
Yeah, like the names that you actually have to think about the names, unless you don't. I've seen people literally just like put evil in front of their YouTube name and call it a day.
Yeah.
The queen would be the king.
Shut up.
The queen would be the queen.
Although segueing to YouTube names, I want to know Sold. Where did you get Sold from? Like, what is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier it used to
come
be
up with
Travis
it
the
one
Boss. Just because, well, it was spelled TR4VIS, may I mention TH3B0SS.
Oh my god.
It was one of those names.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's it coming back?
Convict me.
Nah, that's terrible.
It was because my name was Travis. And, well, my name is still Travis.
My name was Travis, but
Wait,
I
it
thrown
was?
that
What happened to
away.
Travis?
Oh my god.
Pushed into the deepest, darkest recesses of my mind.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Travis the Boss. I'm just that cool, man. But you know what would be cooler? If I had numbers in the replacements of vowels. Because
Yeah, I mean,
nothing's really
Oh my
cooler than
God,
that.
You're such a
Like
gamer,
when
bro.
people do SK8 for skate, like it's so perfect. Anyway, the funniest thing about this is it's spelled TR4VIS. I didn't even use a 1 for the I.
you
I didn't even
use a
think of
5.
that at the time. Well, like, no, I was specifically trying to replace all the vowels and whatever. How young I was 13 at some point. I was like, I just straight up skipped over the I. I didn't even think of it as a vowel.
So you put effort in, but not enough of it.
Okay, so yeah, I like grew the channel. I want to say it was at like 300 subscribers or something, and I'm like, okay, here's the reason. It wasn't because it was cringe. I was like, okay, Travis the Boss, TR4VIS TH3B0SS is hard to search up. Well, clearly we need to change this somehow. So
Time for innovation.
because I didn't have any other channels at the time, or maybe I switched it at 100 or 300, one of the two. I didn't have any other channels at the time. I was like, I'm still small enough where I can switch my name and have it not be that big of a deal. I was like, okay, what do I want? I want gaming in the name because I want people to watch these videos and be like, oh yeah, this is a gaming channel. I'm into gaming. I want to subscribe. So I needed to put gaming in the name of it. And then I was like, well, what else flows to it? Of course I was going to go, well, Travis the Boss Gaming. No, I never actually considered that.
I genuinely thought that would be what you would go with, considering you were 15 at the time?
No, I was still 14 or 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I would have absolutely gone with that if I was in your shoes. I'm like, oh, yeah, just tack gaming up to the end. I don't have time for that.
With Green Gaming.
Shut up.
Well, I was just thinking of, like, wow, I'm totally stumbling on names, but there's, like, tons of, whatever, like, old Minecraft channels that you guys can probably name that have gaming in the name or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, channels like, I've hated these channels even when I was like way younger. Unspeakable and Preston, I feel like they were way too clickbaity.
Oh,
and I was like,
I
raged on them. Even as like a 5-year-old, I don't even know how old I was. I don't know if I was watching them when I was a 5. Anyway, the point is, when I was really young and I was like at the age of watching those channels, I was like, click on a video and I'd be like, okay, that's not what I got in the thumbnail, but I enjoy it. And then eventually they had this video. I think you could still find it. It's like A Village in the End, or What's Beyond the End, I think it was called. And it's like, and it shows like some ender village like underneath the end. And I was like, whatever, really young me was like, oh, this is sick. I click on it and it's like, today we're doing the parkour map called What's Beyond the End. Has nothing to do with What's Beyond the End. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And I straight up like unsubscribed from the channels and left them forever because of that one video. That was the like tripping point where I just like snapped and stopped watching them all together.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
But anyway, channels like that have gaming in the name, or like lots of those things. And so I was like, okay, gaming, what makes sense? I could just go like Travis Gaming, but that sounds...
That's incredibly
Everyone's
generic.
named Travis. There's so
almost...
many people named Travis.
Yeah.
I wanted something no one had too. So I was like searching up, researching names. There's names that at the time, fun fact, I can't say it, but there was a name that I came up with that I thought sounded so cool. And I was like, pitched it to one of my family members, and they're like, okay, so actually, that's not a thing you want to name your channel. It is not appropriate.
Okay.
Like, but young me didn't know. So that was funny. I can't say what it is here, but
all right.
We'll just leave it at that.
it was probably
Good
not
idea.
the best.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I already have enough censoring as is in this video.
I could probably use my imagination and think about what it is, but yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted something with gaming in the name, and I wanted someone no one had taken before. So I was like, I think I thought about it for like a few days, like just writing down names, searching up names, seeing if anybody had them. And then eventually I came to the conclusion, Sold to Gaming. It has gaming in the name. It makes it very clear I'm a gaming channel. And yeah, I was like, oh, Sold to Gaming. This is great. This is like, this is Sold to Gaming. This is a good name. However, more problems occur in name world. And still problems occur today, but I can get to that. I wanted to make a Nitrotype channel. And I was like, because I wanted to separate the content, I was like, oh, well, the channel, I was like, obviously, we're gonna straight up name this Sold to Gaming Nitrotype.
Okay.
But that ended up being way too long of a name, and people, I don't know, people are just weird sometimes. They straight up would be like, I Sold to Gaming Nitrotype, and I'd be like, dude, what the hell? This is obviously, this is obviously like a little direct, like a subcategory
like a
off Sold to Gaming.
channel. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then we came to the problem where the typing channel, because bigger fish, smaller pond, whatever the heck, passed the gaming channel, I also was putting more time into it, and I was much more involved in the community. Especially at that time, I was much, much more involved in the community. And it was just like, I was like, well, why the heck is my, like, sub-channel, like, a sub-channel, the most popular channel? So I was like, okay, well, we need to change this to SoldToTyping. Plus, I was realizing that short names do better. Just also, like, I was playing games and people would, like, for call-outs, like, Sold to Gaming, and they're like, it's way quicker. What the heck does that even say?
Guy Can's revenge will return after these messages.
It was just like, it's not a good call-out name. People have begun to call me Sold. And I was like, sure, it's a fun little nickname. But then I was like, well, people on the main channel are still calling me, or the Nitrotype channel were still calling me Sold to Gaming Nitrotype. It's the biggest one. We'll change it to SoldToTyping. It makes more sense for the content anyways, because I wanted to branch into more typing content versus just gaming content.
I'm sorry, that's just funny to me. Yeah, I'm gonna do some typing content. I mean, it makes sense, but like, that's just like, without context, it sounds like the most boring YouTube channel of all time.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But then I learned there's actually, beyond Nitrotype, there's actually typing channels that exist that have like tens of thousands of subscribers and like in some cases hundreds of thousands. Like, it's an actual space.
It is a thing,
which is funny. Which I didn't even know at the time, but I didn't want to say Sold to Nitrotype. Like, what the heck? I'm not like,
that implies that you're like selling out.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Them. Yeah.
I would rather, even though I did consider that, I would rather like whatever be SoldToTyping, because that makes like that's smoother.
It's actually a really clever name. I really like that.
Anyway, and that's officially in my videos where I actually added in an intro. Now, previously I've been doing intros before, but well, I've been saying like, I can still do it. Hello, guys, Sold to Gaming here. Welcome back to the video. That's what I did, because
you can
again,
tell there was a
Allier
Fortnite
inspired.
influence. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Sounds exactly
And
like something Allier would say. That is hilarious.
now I cut that out. I still do an outro just to put my name in there, but I was doing Sold to Gaming, and I'm like, well, I need to change the intro for the channel name because I can't say Sold to Gaming on the typing channel. That's just funky. So I started going, and also another problem, kind of unrelated, was I was making I made other channels too, and like the content had like, it was a little bit funky. Like I lost my train of thought. I apologize.
No, you're all right.
It was weird. Like I made the channel SoldToTyping, and I think I still originally introduced myself as SoldToGaming on another channel. I'm like, that's weird. Well, what do people call me? And I was like, oh, well, shorten it down to Sold. People like shorter names better, especially because I was still making Fortnite content at the time. You know, short names in the Fortnite community.
Oh yeah, no, that basically carries you straight to stardom.
Ninja,
like,
Tifu.
Yeah.
Or like my best friends. I haven't even talked to them that recently, but when I was doing Fortnite content a lot, and they were doing Fortnite content a lot. They were actually montage channels, like Fortnite montage channels.
Wow.
They were like Sitar and Kaibar. I don't think those are words.
Well, sitar is
it's
a
short.
word. Kaibar.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's like an instrument like a guitar. It is a very interesting thing.
But yeah, it's just like any short word, and it's easier for both callouts when you're actually playing games, and it rolls off the tongue easier, way easier to say. And then also, there is channels named Sold, but it's not like they're sold, you know? It's like, I don't know. And plus they were like, I think they were smaller than me. I don't even know. But so I could rebrand as Sold, and then it would work across all the channels. I'm like, so that's why I actually kept the intro in for a long time, was because people, despite the name change, were still calling me SoldToGaming and stuff. But if I just beat it in there enough times,
yeah.
I was like, hello guys, Sold here. Welcome back to the video, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And then people would recognize my name as Sold and call me that, blah, 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 blah. In fact, the typing channel originally was called Typing Travis, but it was quickly changed to SoldToGaming Nitrotype.
Or Squid Hat.
Because I was going to separate it, but I wanted it on brand. I could, like, the funniest part is reading the lips, like, even though they're on mute.
You can tell exactly how he's feeling at that point in time.
So anyway, Sold has no significance.
It was just a
cool name that no one else had, and it worked well for what I was doing. It also worked well for multiple channels.
Also, don't forget to unmute your mic.
It's Discount Batra.
Shut up.
Shit.
Alright, yeah.
So, I know how you said, you know, when we were talking about, you know, TikTok revenue and all that, how you said you had a couple months till you turned 18, which means you're graduating high school soon. So what's after high school? What's your plan if you want to get into that?
Not college.
Oh, all right.
Word, dude.
Explanation as to why. I'm not going to judge. I just need an explanation to why.
Okay. Content creation, obviously, I'm not that profitable.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you should be going headfirst into that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. Well, the thing is, or how it was originally going is I was like, I'm going to take whatever the content creation gap year. I'm sure you guys have seen content creators do that.
Yeah.
Where they try and make it in the 1 year where you can, like, basically completely dedicate yourself to it. And I was like, well, I'm going to do that. And then, I don't know, like, school, it sucks.
It does.
Like, even outside of that, and I'm not actually that big on material possessions, like, of course I mean, I say that while I'm watching you guys on 2 monitors, but like,
I mean,
but like
it's not like pushing you to do things. Like, you're not gonna do something because it would make you money. Well,
yeah, and it's not like I'm not moving out of the house either. Like immediately.
It's a massive investment. Yeah.
I have no particular need for money, and if I do, whatever, I can the cashier. In fact, I actually like. There's plenty of other passions I have, which I don't know why, but I'm strangely personal and I will not be discussing. But like, I don't know why it's strangely, but like, I could easily just pick up whatever, like, a minimum wage job. Plus, with the current whatever job state, like, you can kind of get like whatever job you want. Like,
yeah, you can get.
At least here in America, there's
a
lot of people very desperate for jobs or very desperate for employees right now.
It is not a difficult hiring situation. You are. Right on the money.
I don't have a particular like need for money, especially if I'm not moving out. Oh, they're gone again.
They're gone again.
So anyway, I was like, okay, completely dedicated to the content creation, and also I like school. I hate it. Like I don't know. I'm very one of those people that gets very. I don't want to get too passionate about it, but I am like, man, I like suffer through that. Like I'd rather. I'm like, and again, I'm not big, like, I don't need money particularly, even if I was living on my own. Like, I can live on, it's not like I have massive expenses as one person. Like, if I was in need for money, I could just pick up a job somewhere and make money there, and I'd be fine with. Or at least, I mean, I know that's not the wisest decision, but even if I somehow change my mind in the future, I can do the college later nowadays.
Don't forget the
Like-
beanie, Liam. Or the hat.
What?
Where's the squid? The
Squid hat.
squid. Squid.
Come on,
You
Squid
have
Bro.
to finish the episode with it. We won't make you wear it again. But you
Come
have
on,
started, and you cannot leave this unfinished. I'm sorry. You just have to do
Come
it.
on, discount
You have to
Patrick.
embrace it.
I am sorry I keep interrupting you, Sold.
I think you should
Discount
replace them with the squid as the
Oh,
co-host.
oh, absolutely. Sorry, man,
I'll
you're
just
fired.
leave. Squid will just be here. I'm just gonna leave this up so I don't have to keep putting it back.
So my
So you're
plans
never
for
returning.
once I get out of high school, crazy content creation grind. Of course, TikTok will be making me money, even if it's whatever, like $1 per video or whatever the garbage is.
Yeah, it does
Um,
not sound like it has the best revenue share ratio.
Basically-
It's terrible. Like what?
Yeah.
It's like theoretically, like first of all, they don't say it, and then whatever, like someone does the math, and they're like, yeah, so the revenue split is like 793 or something like that was someone's calculation.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's
793. Holy shit.
Ow.
That is
I-
horrible.
Bad.
That could be wrong, but it was definitely like they were taking at least 90. It's like what it sounded like.
That's bad.
Well, it was the math was done by it was like Hank Green or something, and it was like, okay, well if I pay like whatever this much money for an ad, like they went through the ad process to buy ads, and they're like, you come across a video on average, like an ad on average every 10 videos, so the math, and then that's split up against creators. If I'm making this much from my TikTok, there's an ad every 10 videos, and ads cost this much. It was like, yeah, they're taking 93%. It was like, that's how the math worked. Of course, that's math, and it's not like official statistics.
They're never
But,
going to
like,
give you that, yeah.
it's definitely not 50-50. Like, you see what... I'm sure you've seen videos of being like, oh, what did I make from this video? And they're like, oh, yeah, I made, like, $9 from my video that got, like...
10 million.
like a million
Yeah,
views or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, 10 million would probably get you at least $10.
Yeah, $10. Oh, I'm gonna be clubbing with that.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's like
10 thing.
it's like a meal at McDonald's.
So,
That's
Yeah.
also to the somewhat,
Let's start wrapping it up,
Also,
by the way. But
the
yeah.
somewhat
Okay.
after high school thing, you know, when it comes to after high school, you know, you've known some of these people, you know, that you've met through the community for years now. Have you
Mhm.
ever thought about meeting any of them?
I have.
Is there a specific person that like you want to meet? That's,
Anybody
you know,
that I
that you've known
particularly
for a while?
want to meet. I'm very, again, digital privacy stuff, so I'm really sketchy about meeting up with people in person, even if it's like perfectly logical. I'm still very sketchy about it. Skittles Taper, I don't know if you know them, they quit as a Nitrotype YouTuber, and now they do Minecraft shorts primarily, or they're a Minecraft channel, then they uploaded one short and it got a few thousand views, and like, oh, addiction. And so they just post, and they're PvP, so they just do like combat combos on shorts is their content. Anyway, I met up with them because it was like Nitrotype content, right? Nitrotype, 2 verified YouTubers, because they were at like 1,500 Nitrotype subscribers when they quit. We met up, which was cool, filmed a vlog. That editing was a pain because it was like full-on video moving the hand around a ton, and they were like, yeah, so my face can't be in it, so you're gonna pixel everything. And like, dude, the keyframing.
Oh, I would have just said, okay, this doesn't go on YouTube then, because the amount of keyframing that would take, I would hate it.
Yeah, well,
But also,
Well,
you probably
yeah.
did it for content, so.
it's one of my favorite videos to this day. Well, there's certain videos, for example, I used to take a lot more time into my Nitrotype content. Nowadays, I focus a lot more on other content. For example, I'm editing a video right now about a Minecraft server I'm on, which, fun fact, now is shutting down due to the hurricane and a lot of members being in Florida.
Good job, Ian.
What?
Middle,
So
one of the hosts is
I hate
named
to interrupt.
Ian. And
I hate to
we've
interrupt,
yes, sorry.
but due to some things that come up, I have to go.
All right, we're about to wrap up anyway,
Bye.
but thank you for coming on.
No problem. Sold. It was nice talking to you,
Yes.
and I can
nice to meet-
fairly
nice to meet
say
you.
that I have made it through an episode wearing this stupid fucking hat.
But like, how much of it though? I need like percentage.
I'll get you those.
Damn it,
After.
it fell
I'll
off.
put that in the description.
Goodbye. Goodbye,
Alright.
folks.
Now I get to rearrange
You
everything.
being made
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
working on a video right now. Minecraft video, standard, whatever. Like, I interject in it with face cam narration. Right now, I wasn't planning on subtitling the entire thing, but I cannot find a good place to quit subtitling. So.
Oh, you're doing
it's
the
being a
thing. You're
little
doing the
pain.
thing where
Tommy in it,
YouTubers,
Tommy in it, like
the subtitle
Yeah.
during a portion of the video and then stop halfway through.
Well, it's always good to start it off like that, just because when the autoplay starts on phones and computers, they can still tell what's going on because the subtitles appear on there.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I had never.
It's
thought about
also
it like
really
that.
good for engagement because people have to read. You know, the whole thing when
And
like,
that's
you
why
turn
you put
subtitles
funny
on
little-
the TV.
Yeah, that's why you put little funny memes in while you're doing those
Yeah.
edited in subtitles.
Yeah.
Because it sends people back in the video. Yeah.
Or it's just, yeah, again, those subtitles, you have to read them when you're in them so people are more engaged with it, blah, 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 blah. I've been doing this thing, like one of my more recent videos on the gaming channel, I just put subtitles in the beginning and where I thought it was important, and I honestly really liked it because it was a lot less editing, and it still had the subtitles in important parts, and honestly, I don't think it matters all that much. Like, in terms of a video going really well, while it is going to definitely make it do better or make it go possibly whatever, or be the thing that pushes it over going viral, it's just not worth it for me to spend like days doing subtitles.
Yeah, that's
I have
gonna
a
take
very
you
busy life
forever.
beside-
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm like desperately trying to find a natural place to stop doing subtitles, but it's not lining up. And it's very painful. But anyway, we're like
yeah.
5 hours in, which means we're like 30 seconds in, and anyway, but I usually also, besides subtitles, it's whatever like keyframe zooms and cuts. Don't look at the Nitrotype channel for that. There's like just cuts in those because I don't.
Keyframe zooms
There's
are
so
annoying
low
as hell.
competition, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Dang.
but for Minecraft, I can take some pride into my work. Like I used to do that for Nitrotype videos, and those videos were great. And I still do it for certain Nitrotype videos. Like if I want this video to pop off or I want to put real effort into it, such as the meetup video with SkittleTyper, one of my proudest videos ever. Is that one subtitled? I think it might be. Like I was subtitled through the whole thing. Like I put like a lot of time into it, and it's something I can truly be proud of. It's an artwork. Nitrotype is not that for me. That is a flow of income, and it's also a great community. So I mean, or great, it may be a stretch in certain areas. The community.
There is more good than bad to it.
Maybe not, but
Maybe not. Okay, maybe I
no,
shouldn't
but
be
there's
generalizing.
certain like miniature like groups in it that are really cool people that I like talking to, and I still like regularly talk to, even if they're whatever like Nitrotype people.
I feel like Nitrotype would attract a community that's less than fantastic, considering it's probably mostly 13-year-olds doing it in 7th
Oh
grade.
yeah, it's like super derogatory.
Yeah, I'm not
Like-
surprised.
It is. There's some servers in here, like big Nitrotype servers, that like, sorry for the. I don't know if you're gonna have to censor this. You probably are, but like, I was like, get invited to a casual Nitrotype server. It's like one of the bigger ones, and like the logo's a swastika, and I'm like,
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, that
and
might
I'm like,
need to be
okay,
censored.
this is wonderful. Like in terms of the community, it's not like there's certain areas that are not good, but then it's also certain areas that are really nice. And of course, I've been in there a while, so I know which people are good and like
And
or
which people
good. Good is not something for me to judge, but I mean like
You
people
know
who
who
I
you
enjoy
want to
hanging
talk
out
to?
with and
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
like crazy Discord logos.
All right, well, I hate to cut this off
Oh, wait, I have
short.
just one more,
Yeah.
I said
Make
one
it
more
quick.
question.
Make it quick.
That's it.
Okay.
So, I feel like you, Penguin Typer, and Tendons are probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, 3 creators of of Nitrotype of the current generation. But as the new generation starting to come up of the new creators, who would you say is going to be the next big 3 compared to you guys?
The next big 3.
Like the next, yeah. I don't know if you pay attention to like the
Yeah.
smaller ones that are slowly growing, but if you
I
had to
do.
pick 3 creators that you think will be as big as you guys were or are actually.
I definitely do, because I actually have Well, first of all, there's a website in the community where you can live or track sub counts and compares them all the Nitrotype channels. And second of all, I actually make videos where I try and support smaller Nitrotype channels, where I subscribe to everyone who comments. It's a little bit of, it's not sub for sub. I don't want people subbing during it. I just want to like get a hold of the small channels and see what they're doing really. And that's a good place for them to like compare, and it's not bad because it's only one inactive subscriber. No, joking. That was a joke. I do watch a lot of their content.
Wow,
I do watch a lot of their content.
That is mean.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I
know. Anyway, up and coming Nitrotype is they're a verified YouTuber now. They are planning to surpass me according to Social Blade. They remind me of when I was doing Nitrotype YouTube and I cared about taking pride in my work. Because they actually edit it and they have like things that pop up on the screen, and I only do that when it's a necessity for Nitrotype content. It's like they're a verified YouTube. What are like 1,200 subscribers, I think. So they're not particularly like quite small, but I definitely think they're like next up per se. And I would mention random thing here. You totally skipped out on Nate Dogg in your Nitrotype list. They are growing really fast. I don't know how familiar you are with them. I don't know how they're doing it. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest, and I don't know. I don't want to make them mad or anything, but their quality isn't spectacular. That is not me being rude. It's just like a lot of it's unedited, and I don't blame them for it. They're much more like quick to the post per se, like when the information drops when it's hot. But they've been growing for like they're totally the person that's going to pass Penguin Typer next. I think they passed Tendons, and they're past Ace. They passed Ace a while ago. Like they're definitely up there. I forget what they're at now. I think they're almost at 5K.
Not bad. Holy shit.
But and they, I don't know how they do it because I think my videos look more clickable. Apparently not. Or like it's interesting because view-wise, we're not different. They just have a way bigger. I have more views.
Base.
I have more views in all. I have more views in all. They just have a higher subscriber rate. Like of people watching their videos that end up subscribing, they just have. I don't know how they do it. I asked them, and they're like, I don't know. And
they're just winging it, and it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, great for them. I think they've been definitely taking more time into their work recently and more pride into their stuff. But again, it's like literally I posted a video. Now, to be fair, they did change the thumbnail back and forth a little bit, which I think could have messed them up too because they changed it to a bad thumbnail to make it feel different in comparison to the rest. Or I don't know, not a bad thumbnail. I actually thought it looked really good. It was a good thumbnail, but it wasn't it wasn't what people were searching for. So I think that, but I got more views on the same topic posting later than them. Anyway, they're growing way faster than me. And they post less than me.
Sorry to interrupt.
Next up though, Nitrotype is definitely beastly. Actually, they're in a fire pit. I mean, like I think, I don't know what, I forget. I think they might have gotten hacked or something. Which is unfortunate. But they were definitely at one point. I thought they were going to be like, going to get smaller channels that exist though. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about Nitrotype YouTubers phasing in and out because it's definitely a common thing. Channels leaving and coming. What I'm more concerned about is the amount of small channels coming up because there isn't as many, or it's like there's at least a gap between. Before I was like felt like I was closely following Ace or whatever up to there, but it's like there's no one closely following Nitrotypist or Beastly. Like there's a few channels that do mixed content, but that's not really like Nitrotype exclusive channels. I'm scrolling down a list of like 200 Nitrotype channels right now. It's there's not there was one guy who had who quit because they weren't growing fast enough. Dude was growing faster than anyone in the community because their videos were hyper edited. They took a lot of effort into them, but they left because they rage quitted because they posted like 2-3 videos and they got to 60 subscribers. And I was like, dude, this is insane. You're going crazy for Nitrotype
growth. Yeah.
But they were they looked like professionally made thumbnails. They were hiring someone to do it, and they were full on doing this. But then I think they expected to be Beluga or Dream or something, and and
you guys are in a niche
so bad for them.
I mean, pick a
Because
different
they
game,
weren't
you might have had that.
growing.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
or-
yeah.
They weren't. They just quit because they hit 100 subscribers like really easily. They were
Yeah.
like, in terms of like percentage subscriber increase, they grew really fast, and like they were higher than me in terms of like how many times you doubled your sub count. Like,
But it just wasn't
I mean,
enough,
of course, they were
and
like
they were
under
expecting
100.
more.
Wow.
They were under 100, right? They were under 100 subscribers, but they would go from like 0, and they'd gain like 10 was like a low day. And in the Nitrotype community, under 100 subscribers, 10 being like the lowest day, and like 20 being like average is insane.
That is insane growth, yeah, but they weren't getting what they wanted out of it. But I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have
feel
to cut
bad
this
for them.
short. We've gotta kind of wrap
Yeah,
things
no.
up. It was
I completely get it.
Yeah, it was absolutely awesome having you on the show, Sold. It was a
Yes.
fantastic pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yes. Like, sub,
So,
share.
yep. Go ahead and self-promote a little, if you want to, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Socials, Sold Official on Twitter and TikTok, and channels exist. Sold to Gaming, Sold to Typing. Go to the channel page. You can find all
Link
the
them,
stuff.
they'll be in the description.
Yeah, that.
That.
Yeah,
All right.
let's hope some of your people find this so they can learn more
Oh,
about
no.
you.
I have a link tree thingy. Well, it's not a link tree. Solo.to/sold. It has everything there.
All right, I'll have
We'll
that in the
link it. We'll
description.
link it. We'll link it.
Yep. All right, well, thank you all for watching. You've got the ripple effect.
Yes.
Pass it on. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Yeah.
That's the worst sign-off in the world, but yeah, have a good one, guys.